It's Women's History Month, and today I'm going to be talking about reclaiming your energy, your voice, and your authority. I'm your host, Dr. Shola Ezeokoli. March is Women's History Month, and it's usually the time when we celebrate the women who changed history. Women who led movements, women who challenged systems, women who stepped into spaces that were never designed for them. But something interesting happens when we look closely at the lives of these women. Their impact did not begin with a public victory. It began in private with a decision. A decision to stop shrinking, a decision to stop asking for permission, and a decision to trust their voice. And today, I want to talk about something that rarely gets discussed when we celebrate women's achievements. Not the awards, not the titles, not the public recognition, but the internal shift that makes those things possible. The moment when a woman decides, my life belongs to me. Many high-achieving women carry an invisible pressure. The pressure to be capable, the pressure to be agreeable. Hello. The pressure to be everything to everyone every single time. For many women, success comes with a silent contract. Be excellent, but not too intimidating. Be confident, but not too confident. Lead, but don't threaten anyone. Speak up, but stay likable. And over time, this creates a quiet form of burnout, a quiet form of exhaustion. Not just physical exhaustion, but identity exhaustion. The feeling that you're performing a role rather than fully inhabiting your own life. And that's when achievement stops feeling like freedom. I've worked with many women who look incredibly successful on the outside, and they are, because they have the degrees, they have the leadership roles, they have the recognition, but internally, something feels mismatched and misaligned. Because achievement without alignment doesn't feel like freedom. It just feels like responsibility stacked on top of responsibility on top of more responsibility. And eventually, many women reach a moment where they ask themselves a deeper question. And I've asked myself that question before. Whose life am I living? It's time for a shift. One of the most powerful shifts a woman can make is the shift from performance to sovereignty. Performance asks, what do they expect of me? What are the roles and what are the rules, right? Sovereignty asks, what is true for me? Performance tries to manage perception, but sovereignty is anchored in alignment. And when a woman begins to live from that place, something happens, something truly remarkable. Her leadership becomes calmer, her voice becomes clearer, and her decisions become easier. Because that's the point where you're no longer negotiating your worth. Women's history is not just about the past and about honoring the women who came before us, although we must do that. However, Women's History Month is also about asking a question in the present. What kind of woman are you becoming? Are you living in a way that expands your life? Or are you living in a way that keeps you constantly managing expectations, especially unrealistic expectations of others? Because the women who changed history did not begin by changing the world. They began by claiming authority over their own lives. What if success looked different from what we've been taught all along? What if success truly means having the courage to tell the truth, making decisions that align with your values, protecting your energy, and leading without abandoning yourself? Because here's the thing, the most powerful woman in any room is not the loudest one. She's the one who is most deeply anchored in herself. As we celebrate Women's History Month, I want to leave you with a question. Not a question about your achievements, because I know you have those, and not a question about your resume, but a question about your alignment. And the question goes thus: where in your life are you ready to stop performing and start living from your own authority, your own internal compass? Because when a woman truly claims her voice, her energy, and her life, she doesn't just change her own future. She changes what becomes possible for every woman who comes after her. Thank you for listening to me today. And until next time, protect your energy, honor your voice, and lead your life from alignment.